Now, outside when we were discussing, you said that maybe sometime from the late 1920s, it was Greece in particular that stopped talking about their own experience of the Greek genocide.
Very much so. The trauma of what happened, I mean, you need to... What happened was essentially half the Greek world was lost. The Greek power centers, in terms of Hellenism, in terms of the Greek history, what we call Greece was peripheral. The center of Greek power were Alexandria, they were Smyrna, they were Sinopolis. They were not Athens and Sparta and the best part of Greece where I'm from, Vienna. And to lose those just so violently, so abruptly, created a rift, created ruptures, created damage in the fabric of Greek society, which I don't think has still been healed. Because just as they were beginning to get back on their feet, Great Depression followed by military dictatorship in 1936, followed by World War II, Nazi occupation. And we're Greek, we're getting our wars out of the way all at once. We have a civil war straight after the occupation. And so they haven't had, the society has not had the time to process that trauma.
Okay, so...
And again, very parallel to Hayastan.
Since the year 2000, has anything changed? You have 24 years to fix things.
Since the year 2000, that's 3 generations later. They haven't sat down and begun to process it.
Okay, explain me this. Why is it that in the last 24 or so years, there's been a spate of books about the humanitarian side of these genocides? What explains that?
People love a good story. They like a story with a good ending, with a positive ending. And this is why one of the things I love about the film, it does finish on a positive ending, on a positive note. People were saved. There was a lot of destruction, there was a lot of loss, but there was some bits that were saved.
So explain me this, is going to be my hardest question. Why the hell is there so much silence now while the world is like burning with a whole bunch of genocides or slaughters? Doesn't matter what term you use. 99.99% of Armenians on LinkedIn say nothing about contemporary events. I find that shocking. Maybe the Greeks are the same.
We're exactly the same. You shouldn't be shocked. This is all, particularly since the rise of social media, it's all about me and I and me and I. The we has been forgotten. And I think that's what this film does. It brings back, it reminds us that back in the day, the reason these people survived was because of the we, not the I. And I think this is, I don't know if Manvel agrees, once Grigor translates, one of the central messages of the film, that individuals banded together to do something that needed doing. Why? Because it needed doing.
And that's how the film actually ends. It makes the point that there's work to be done.
Exactly. There's a lot of work to be done. One of the most important things of this film is that it is the first one.